Greetings all. Hello again. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy, the Swarthy One. The Swarthy One. We are here at Lowe's, getting some little screws for hardware for a computer build we're getting ready to do. But you know what? I just wanted to get this out here and say this. I just thought it was really interesting. Look, they say it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. To me, is oh, why is Siri doing that? Let me get her out of my ear. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know why Siri's in my ear. Well, I said Christmas. She may have thought it was Siri. Anyway, but it's not begin. You know what they say? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I think it's beginning to look a lot like a foreign country. It's beginning to look a lot like foreign countries out here. Here in the States, in the States. Listen, the pieces all come together, and the universe will show you what you need to see. Fortunate enough to be somewhat in line with the universe. I don't think I'm completely in line with the universe. I don't think any of us all are, because we're that's just a tough thing, because there's so many things out here that are against us. So many things out here that are attacking us all the time. There's, things that you don't see, things that you don't feel, things that are affecting you. You don't know it, because you just didn't know. But it's beginning to look a lot like a foreign country in here. I mean, look, the mask thing is just crazy. At first everybody's wearing them, and then now people are, I wouldn't I mean, you could say people are waking up, yeah, but some people, aren't wearing them because of certain reasons, stuff like that, if you know what I'm saying. Some people aren't wearing them because of other reasons, and then some people are still wearing them. But have you ever noticed, and I was just thinking about this, so I want to put this out here. This is UTR, baby, under the radar. So think about this, right? You see all these people in other countries, foreign countries, they've been wearing masks, right? They've been wearing masks. China, Japan, all these so-called Asian countries or whatever, right? But these people have been wearing masks before all this stuff started. But now you look at it here, and it's like the same situation. And I was just thinking, like, why are we doing that? Aren't we supposed to be a free country? We're supposed to be free here. We're supposed to be free. So if we're supposed to, and then when I think about it, as well as you think about like all the other manufacturers, like why are things made in China? Why are things made in China? Why are things made in China less expensive for us to purchase than things made right here in our own land? That doesn't make any sense, because remember, you gotta ship everything. And I think I made a video. And I think I may have made a video talking about this before, where I was saying that, to buy something overseas, they had to ship it over, and all that costs money and stuff like that. So I was thinking, well, maybe these things aren't made in China. That could still be true too, but think about it. Wouldn't it be cheaper to make something here where you live at? And then if you make it cheaper here, you should be able to sell it abroad for more money, right? Isn't that what the Chinese people are supposedly doing? Why would they make something in their own land and then sell it for us for cheaper? It's not an issue with the money thing, because some people will say, well, the dollar is more valuable. But no, the dollar is shit, right? The dollar is shit. right? The dollar is shit right now. And everybody knows that, but of course they don't talk about that. They don't tell you about that. So think about it though. I was listening to Mr. Dane Calloway and some other individuals. I mean, and this has been talked about before, but now that I think about it, it makes total sense. This has to do with our status as human beings in this land. It's like it's like it's like we're owned by a foreign government. Like we're citizens of a foreign government. That's pretty much what it is. Which is why which is why they can mandate things, right? But we're citizens of a foreign government. Think about it. That's why they can mandate things to us without it being law, because hold on. I mean, think about it. I'm thinking about it too. Like, this is why they can look. This is why they can mandate us to do things without it being law, because we are not governed by the law. Like, it's like if you believe that you're an American, as far as like you're not an American citizen, but it's kind of like if you may be an American citizen, but you don't have any rights to those laws because they are owned by a foreign entity, by a foreign government. You are a citizen, and you are a citizen of a foreign government. And as a citizen of a foreign government, or even as a citizen, we're not supposed to have any debt. This is what was explained to me, right? So as a citizen, you're not supposed to have any kind of debt at all, because you are a citizen of that country. So you don't have any debt. You shouldn't have any debt. There should be no debt for you. All your debt or utilities and everything is supposed to be paid for you. And this is a true thing, because as a citizen, you already have an account, right? If you ever heard of the straw man thing, but they already have an account, a bond on you, which is your birth certificate, with an account set up just for you already in your name. But the problem is, you don't have access to this account. They don't give you access to this account. Like, there's millions, hundreds of thousands, $1 million in these accounts that they know about, that they use, but they don't give you any access to it. And the main reason why is because you are still a slave. You are still in servitude, because you have to. I mean, if you look at how they write the Constitution and what they say about people being criminals or in servitude or in service, I'm not sure what the words are, but it's something like around there. Something happened to you where you were in that situation where you were incarcerated, or if you're a prisoner, like prisoners of war, all this stuff like this. That's what they're actually saying in the Constitution. They're talking about us. They put us in there as a commodity. So like when they say you're born into sin, yeah, you're already born into it, because they've already made it that way when they wrote it in the Constitution. So as a citizen, you are already born in the service of this foreign company. That's control. I mean, think about it. This is, and we call it. They try to code it and say democracy, but it's not democracy. It's a freaking takeover. But they spread all over the world, and they're threatening people with shit that, like I said, shit that you can't even see, shit that you don't see. People don't see this shit. They don't know what the hell's coming, but they know when it comes, it's in. What are you going to do about it? That's the question. That's the money question. What are we gonna do about it? You know what I mean? The question is how do we take it back? That's the question. You know what I mean? But I just wanted you guys just to think about that. Like I said, I thought about it. I mean, this is, like I said again, this is why they can make mandates on us. Like, we shouldn't even have, we don't have to pay utility bills. We don't have to pay for, necessities, internet service, water bill. Like, uh, why do you have to pay for water? Water is free from the land that we live in. Think about that. Electricity. The electricity is from the earth. You know what I mean? That's ours. Why would we have to pay for those things? We shouldn't have to pay for any. Even the internet is from the earth. All this stuff is from the earth. We are citizens. We are people of the earth, right? Why do we have to pay for these things? And the money doesn't even. The money means nothing. The money is just a tool. The money's like a chain. I said this before. Money's used like a chain. It ties you to it. You know what I mean? You're tied to your job because you get paid money. You know what I mean? Some people are fortunate enough to love what they do, but they still have to get paid for it because they're in the system. So it is the chain. It literally is the chain. So it's like it's crazy how it operates like that. But I mean, I just wanted you to think about that. I'm just like, that is crazy. I mean, but like I said, we shouldn't have to pay any of these things because we already have an account to pay for these things. But they don't let you use it. Why? Because you're already in servitude. So you don't get access to it. And then if you try to access it, they want to put you in jail or say, look, because there's no written law that says we have to pay taxes. There's no written law that says we have to pay your utility bills, your mortgage on the house. There's no law that says any of this stuff. But the companies that they've put in place to provide these services for you is mandated for you to pay it. And if you don't pay it, then you know what I mean. Then you don't have that. You don't have those things anymore because that chain is broken. Anyway, just something to think about. I gotta focus on what I'm doing here. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm out. Peace.